everyone, and welcome to my channel once again. Thank you for tuning in. Now, if you remember, sometime in July, I did a video on the election in Singapore. And ever since then, I have been getting emails and messages from viewers to ask if I will be doing a prediction on the upcoming US election. Now, I was very hesitant, but let's have a go at it and see what happens. So now you have two candidates. You have Joe Biden, who is from the Democrat Party, and you have Donald Trump, your current president, running for consecutive session. Now, let's see what the guidance is when I pick a card for each one of them. Now, let's see. Well, I'll start with the US current president, Mr. Donald Trump, because he is the president now. So let's pull a card for him and see what the guidance will be, and if he will be successful in winning the upcoming election to become the next president of the United States of America. Wow, interesting. The Three of Wands, an upright card of the Three of Wands. What does the Three of Wands mean? In mythology, this is talking about Jason and the Golden Fleece. He actually went out to get the Golden Fleece. And he did, and he was successful. But then this talks about the beginning of the journey. That, yes, it is possible that if he is successful in getting the Golden Fleece, he will be awarded the crown. But it's not in this sense successful yet. So what does this mean? It means that it looks really good, there's high potential, but let's just see what is the indication for Joe Biden of the Democrat Party. This is the Ten of Swords. This talks about the end of a journey. If you look at the actual mythology behind this card, it really talks about someone, or this gentleman here, fulfilling his journey, even though it was a suffering one. And in order to win, or in order to succeed, he really have to fulfill his task, even though they were painful and there were a lot of difficulties. But this card was in reverse. Now, in reverse means that he is not actually affected by the difficulties along the way. The swords, if you look at them, if it is in reverse, then they are falling away instead of them being, stabbed right in front of him. So this would have meant that he will suffer a very painful end, even if there is some form of success. But in this sense, it does talk about no suffering at all, that he can continue on his journey. Perhaps he will be successful. So if I look at the two cards, it's really difficult to say. This looks really good. He was offered the crown. Everything looks bright and gold, the sun shining. And it is like he will win. But this looks like he doesn't really have to fight very hard, because the journey is not going to be that difficult for him at all. So I'm going to leave it to you to decide who will be your next president, because they are really tough cards to determine. What I would say is this is not the final outcome, and this one talks about a final outcome. So while this journey is not as flamboyant as that of the Three of Wands, in the end, it is still a journey that has lesser obstacles. So I hope this kind of give you some kind of indication as to who is likely to win the journey. And I'm not sure, but perhaps you can relate the stories to how the two candidates are running their election and the problems that they are facing, and if these cards are actually related to their journey in any way at all. So I wish you a very great week ahead, and I hope that you get the president that you hope for or vote for. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will see you next week. Bye now.